They tell a man gonna make your bills to pay. Ain't got time for that. Lord, look at me now. I coming. Grandma, oh grandma, I come in the church. All my clothes them ready, all your breasts they wait. See I get up early, I could get up and start. Going down to the altar to give the Lord my heart. Grandma, oh grandma, I come in the church. All my clothes them ready, all your breasts they wait. Stop all the excuses, I need me a fresh start. Time for me to get it right, giving God my heart. See I's a boss man, working really hard. Most days of my life, I from job to job. Keep working. All I try to do in life is succeed, yeah. So I work real hard to supply my needs. Grandma say, I see, you're working really hard. Well, tell me, boy, what you gonna do for the Lord? Oh, grandma, I come in the church. All my clothes them ready, all your friends they wait. See, I get up early, I could get a fresh start. Going down to the altar to give the Lord my heart. Oh, grandma, I come in the church. All my clothes them ready, all your friends they wait. Stop all the excuses, I need me a fresh start. Time for me to get it right, giving God my heart. Grandma say, boy, everything you own, didn't get it by yourself, gonna God alone. There's no need for you to be stressing out. Everything you need, boy, God can work it out. Grandma say, now tell me, boy, what you gonna do? Oh, grandma, come in the church, all the clothes them ready, all your prayers they wait. See, I get up early, I could get a fresh start. Going down to the altar to give the Lord my heart. Oh, grandma, come in the church. All the clothes them ready, all your prayers they wait. Stop all the excuses, I need me a fresh start. Time for me to get it right, giving God my heart. Tell me what you gonna do. I'm coming. Should I come? I'm coming to church. Thank you, Grandma.
Welcome to Barbershop Talk.
Make me so mad.
It's you in the air, boy.
Oh, my bad.
Somebody making Tito mad.
Somebody making Tito mad. And then Tito miss a whole week and now he come back he mad. So glad to have you all tuned into Barbershop Talk. It is 15 minutes after 6. We apologize for the late start. We were doing well at 6 o'clock starts and we're 15 minutes late today. Please forgive us. We had, I don't know, we were just the shop. Well, we were all in the lobby. We were barbershop lobby last week because we had no barbers. We were just sitting in the lobby waiting for the barbers to reach. They never came. And so, but they're out today and so glad to have both barbers back. This is a phenomenon that I do not understand. It makes absolutely no sense to me that I have known Gustavo, whoever it is, y'all figure who it is, Gustavo. I've known him now very well, in excess of 30 years.
I'm sure I know where you're going.
30 years. No, it makes sense. We became friends like 29 years. And so I got to know Mr. Battle probably like 2-3 years in. So me and Battle go about 25, 26 years. And I don't understand for the life of me. How is it that now these brothers are in 2 separate locations, but yet still they always go on vacation? They always travel at the same exact time. How is it that these 2 barbers always decide to travel? They don't even talk now. We tried to make them friends again. They wasn't friends anymore. I don't know if you all know that. They wasn't even friends no more. We tried to reunite them and make them friends again. But these brothers still going away at the same exact time. People text me, say, man, hey, you know the barber's coming back? I said, well, I don't know. You call them. I get text.
Sure.
Yeah. They said when anybody know when the barber's coming back? I said, I don't know.
So how you going on vacation? Same time I going on vacation.
I think it's a serious liking man syndrome going around.
Hold on, is y'all looking at it again? Be like it, man.
No, man, I don't know.
Mine's is
Because
definitely.
when I didn't even know you went away until Denczil. They said on the radio that you was away, and I was away at the same time. I don't know. Our spirit must be locking and travel. Our spirit locking the travel.
Convenience locking time.
But I don't think it's convenient.
Yeah, but
Schools open this week. Some open late last week.
I actually, you're right. I actually go early August. I don't never go late August. It's the first time I really gone late August. True. I don't know.
I had to take my son back to school, and I had to take him back to school on the 20th. So
He opened late. That was late for them.
Yeah, that's
Most schools
open,
open the second week.
Yeah, the 15th.
Anyway, so we had no Barber last week, but we did have Delton and Vera.
and I heard they hold the fort until the 5th.
They did a wonderful job.
Someone say we got a woman in the barbershop now.
And that person made that comment, and they really broke Vera's spirit. Vera felt very, very offended by that.
Hey, who that person was?
I think it was, but somebody said it last week. Yeah, last week. No, for true, it killed her energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fell out of place. Yeah, so y'all, next time we bring a woman here, y'all don't make the woman. Y'all be welcoming, man.
They go to that church.
I ain't saying that. That's what you say.
Let's go to that church.
So, you see what you're saying?
Don't worry.
I tell you, man, I didn't like that.
Oh no,
I didn't like that, man.
Don't let them uncircumcised Philistines cause you not to want to be a part of the brethren.
And I don't know why she do it, because we ain't say that. We enjoy the presence there, so why you letting other people don't do that, man?
Tell me who it is. Let me deal with them.
I
I like how they offend my Vera. That's my Vera.
Yeah, man, I didn't like that.
I can need to know them names and the address.
And when it was said, I was like, oh, wait, where you get off?
I noticed like she get little, you know, step back.
She became reserved.
She became very reserved.
Yeah, and I didn't like that. You know, that's my girl. I didn't like that. Vera,
I don't like it.
On behalf of Wallace and Barbershop, we humbly apologize.
We do. I don't like it.
I can fix it. I can go on Girl Talk.
Girl Talk even here or there right now.
I just saying.
One of the girls in Europe.
Yeah.
I see that traveling, taking all kind of pictures in different color dresses.
I tell you, boy, living the best life. So, anyway, we talked about something last week for a long period of time. What was that again? We talked about drinking. And you wasn't here, man.
Drinking.
We talking about the problem with no, that's the whole idea of how drinking liquor is such a challenge in this country.
I think you're talking about addiction, period.
But drinking was the main thing. Then we end up other addictions, but was really focusing on drinking, on how we've been given drinking a blight, and how much it's been destroying the country. But we, and then so that was when we talk a lot. But I can say this, and I can. Carlo's listening. And I'm going to have this conversation. I was just supposed to say something, and now Carlo just typed, "Hey, Brother Ramsey, so glad to see you tuned in. What I can say with you, whether you here or not, you can make sure you here." And I appreciate that.
But Ramsey was very informed on the drinking topic. He did a very good job in explaining and navigating the whole show as it relates to drinking, how we drink, why we drink, where we drink, and the tradition of drinking versus the social drinking, the social aspect. And I was really impressed, Mr. Ramsey. What would you call that? I know you sound someone who's deep, who knows wine, was supposed to be a wine connoisseur, but someone who knows drinking and all the aspects and everything that's related to it. What would you call that person? A drinkerologist?
No, alcoholic.
Not my friend. And I would not have you speak about my friend in his absence in that manner.
You should have been here to defend himself.
Anyway, let's go before this really goes south.
When
My
he,
boy is not one of them.
When he here, yours row. Now you're the protector, Carlo. When he in here, I tell you, boy. Interesting.
That's my friend.
Okay, he says he don't need. I guess he's saying he don't need to drink, so he's not alcoholic.
What are you talking to, Tito? Because I didn't think he was.
Some of the alcoholic can say.
Yeah, I think he's talking to Tito, that he don't need to drink. What did you say, Tito?
That's what the alcoholic can say.
That's what alcoholics say.
They can stop.
No,
They can stop.
alcoholics don't say that.
they say-
Alcoholics just say I'm not drunk.
No. That's some said. That's some old set. The new set is say they can stop when they're ready.
Oh.
And then they realize they can't stop.
So, what do you think about drinking? Anyhow, period.
Let's deal with the people who's caused of drinking. Did y'all deal with that last week, Pastor? About all the bars that are now 2 feet away from one another?
We did touch on that last week as well.
And the same set of people who want it?
Now you're exposing the fact that you didn't listen to the show because usually when we try to listen
No,
to the show. you didn't listen.
I was in and out. I catch it, and then, I out the hotel.
What do you think about drinking, Pastor?
What do I think? I don't usually think about it. It's not something.
I remember.
that
Do you drink?
about.
Do I drink?
Any type of liquor.
I drink wine.
So you
Occasionally.
So you drink.
I wouldn't call me someone that drinks. I remember. Let me tell you this. I remember this time. I grew up in a traditional.
We on liquor again today?
I'm just trying to figure out what he called.
I grew up in a traditional church where any form of drinking was considered taboo, considered
Sin.
egregious sin.
Yeah,
You going to hell.
Don't be scared.
You're going to hell if you drink beer. You're going to hell if you drink wine. Okay, anything that has alcohol, if you drink it, you're going to hell. But they never used to make no noise when you're drinking cat pull and all them other medicine over the counter will have alcohol in it. But anyhow, and so I was one of them. I was like, no boy, I remember when I first had my first glass of wine. I was on a mission trip
Oh Jesus.
in Paris. And this church took us to dinner, and I noticed that everybody from the church, they poured the glass of wine.
You succumb to prayer pressure.
No.
So
They poured the glass of wine, and I was like, and they came to me, I was like, no. That's what y'all what y'all doing. And I was not taught. They said to me,
What your boy say?
in our culture,
You learn it?
we don't drink to get drunk. We educate our people. That's why you don't see people in the ark.
So educate me. How do you drink wine? Educate me. I want to be a wine drinker. Tell me, how do I drink?
You don't drink
You put it in
more
your
than
mouth, you swirl it around.
you don't drink more than is necessary. As a matter of fact, wine is
How much is necessary?
I want
for me, I'll drink a glass of wine.
What is a glass?
You ever say a glass of wine? A
See,
wine
you
glass?
gotta listen. You gotta be actually real because when we drink coffee, we should only drink like a small cup.
We ain't talking
But
about
here in the
coffee.
Bahamas, we drink a big tall cup. So
We do
for
everything.
drinker,
We do
for-
everything more than we supposed
So
to.
that's why I say, what is a glass? You know our voice. We go drink
The regular glass wine, the regular glass
So
size,
about-
wine glass size.
Say about maybe
You know what a wine glass looks like.
I know, but you know some wine glass bigger than others.
Yeah,
You ever been out drinking with your buddies and see how big their wine glass be? With their cigar? Ain't no regular cup.
well, anyhow, I will not. Me myself would never finish a bottle of wine.
Wow, you got a bottle.
No, listen to my point.
You going
And how long would it take you?
We just
How long would it
squad
take
cup now.
you?
You going to you never finish a
How
bottle.
long would it take you to
let's
drink a
say
bottle?
during the Christmas, let's say a group of friends get around, celebrate. One glass of wine is sufficient. One bottle of wine is sufficient for
Yo,
three
why
of
y'all
us.
always try to pretty it up? Y'all celebrating. Why you can't just drink wine on your own? Why you got to be a group of friends?
Because I am a occasional drinker, not a casual or a social drinker.
I used to drink.
That sounds social. That's not casual. You say when you and your friends get together, y'all drink. That sounds like social.
But I'm talking about getting together on occasions. Not you, because you're one of my friends.
Right.
And so I find that drinking wine for me,
See, Carlo, they don't invite me to everything.
I find that drinking wine for me cleanses me. But
Okay.
I am a very disciplined person when it comes to drinking.
So now
wine.
you're referring to the wine like it's a bush.
Where they make
Like
wine?
Sora
Where they
C.
make wine from?
Like you're saying you drinking it like how you drink Sora C to clean you
Where they
out.
make wine from?
So you won't drink it because it tastes good. And you just
I
sip
didn't.
it on
I
it.
didn't say it. I say I found out.
And you like it. You like how you get clean out. I only trying to go down the road. I only trying to ask a question.
If you know what, if you need a good cleaning, drink a glass of wine.
I look like I drink wine.
You look,
I look like a wine.
you look like you was drink all kind of things. you look like you drunk
You just drunk always.
All right, then, well, you know.
But I never drink to get drunk, and I think drunkenness is what's.
I don't think people drink to get drunk all the
Plenty
time.
people is drink to
They
get
drink
drunk
to have a good time, and they end up drunk.
because they are. If you continually drink, you will get drunk. If you continue to fill your mind with nonsense, your mind will get drunk. You don't only get drunk with wine or liquor. You can get drunk with the things of the world. Too much of anything, excess of anything.
You know. Wait, babe, take us to the boss. Okay?
Not me. No.
I say shift us.
I talk about
Boy,
this.
I tell you, boy,
I talk about this last week.
when the politicians come, you
No.
know to shift it.
I talk about this last week. Y'all come here. Y'all missed last week, so y'all go in. I just enjoying this. I did an hour and change on this last week. So you have to drink. No, I don't drink.
My dad never drank. My dad never drank.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if I drink maybe 3 times, 4 times over the year, I drink a lot. And I talk about a glass or maybe 2 glasses of wine.
I actually still want to taste what beer tastes like. I say I'm gonna do it.
I don't drink beer.
Yeah, you
I
don't
taste
mix it-
beer
you don't
before
mix it
beers. I don't know why people drink
You
beer.
drink RC?
Yeah.
Yeah, you drink beer.
So I wanted. I said I still want. I ain't never tasted.
It's an acquired taste though. It's awful.
That and Guinness, same thing. Ain't no different. That one just a little darker.
I never tasted
sugar in
it.
it.
I need to taste that too. I never tasted that.
Guinness good for you.
Is it? Iron
How
it.
they say, yeah, build up your iron.
Yeah, iron.
You ever drink rum punch?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever ate rum cake?
Yeah.
Rum cake actually stronger.
I just about to
Than
say
most people think.
rum cake is actually stronger. You could eat a big slice of rum cake, and God could take you
That
where
take-
a
that
glass of wine will never take you.
For sure.
Really?
For sure.
What? No, that's the real thing in the rum cake. You ain't gonna drink that head up and don't
So
feel.
y'all trying to come for me now? I ain't y'all.
What that is
y'all-
making the Christmas
y'all
all
trying
the-
to come
all
for
the-
me.
all the raisins and what
That's
is
fruitcake, you mean?
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
Yeah.
Persons make real fruitcake with rum in it. That's dangerous.
That rum
A
is
good
actually
slice of
strong.
that,
You
that's
soak-
wrong.
what?
If
That's
it's soak,
strong.
So I know my mom used to make rum cake, and you could eat that in March.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
She
because
made
the rum
made
preserves it.
Yeah, she made it in December. You eat that in March. And
But that means that's
the
so
same thing.
good. You
Oh,
get
yeah,
a slice of that. Take that. Give
I
me.
fermented that like,
Yeah.
hey!
I had a slice of it before when it was like that. It gave me.
I had a slice of the Lure
Lure
cake. You know, I used to visit Lure every so often through Palm Beach Street. I used to go there and have conversations with her. And me and her used to talk about all y'all.
Yay.
How no manners, some maturity is.
Yay.
They don't like listen, Kenyatta. You say, but I say which ones? All! Except for Delton.
So
Delton
y'all-
was the only good one.
Really?
So basically,
You mean the same show when Dalton said that he used to take coconut off the tree in Seabreeze and get him to school for him to make liquor when he's in Armbilly?
Delton?
He said on the show last week. That's the same one there.
Delton.
The one good son?
Not my little Delton. Used to be sitting next to me inside my Honda.
We used to try. I wonder why I don't coconut in the tree home. He take it.
Cane juice too, eh?
My boy is running the
30 days
business.
fermented.
I know, but I know Dalton used to cut down coconut and carry it to school, and then one of the other brothers used to
you
bring the
sharp?
coconut.
Delton, I
They
have
used to
plenty
bring-
coconut in my yard. We need to go in business together. I got plenty. Listen.
And that's what he's in. That's what he's in grade 10.
Wow.
And one of the other brethren go to the bar, buy liquor, and they making
making coconut rum.
exactly. That's
sharp, you
that's
sharp,
Lura,
fella.
Lura,
Ain't nobody never suspect you. Not Delton.
So okay, there you have it.
Very, 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 very.
I was I wanted to. I something else I wanted us to mention before I go to Sean has stepped out. This crime thing, brethren. Lord, I don't know the pastor says, and Pastor Carmen, just please forgive Delton. No, forgive Delton. He's straight now, I think. What we doing? What we doing, man? Are we creating all these child criminals, boy?
So
The age. I can go back to this. We all said this. This is no revelation from Denczil, but we all agreed with this. That shooting that took place with the boy and the babies in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We all said to ourselves, this can only be a child who did this. Because as depraved, as rough as some of us men are, some of us bad boys are, whatever the case is, I don't think I know a man, a daddy, that could do that. I don't think I know none. That could see a baby there and still firing shot to somebody, kill somebody in front of a baby. I don't know any, and I know some fellas who done do some bad stuff, who done do, fellas who done minister to, whatever the case is. But that right there, I said this only could be a child.
Yeah, these fellas say ain't got no.
No, not fellas. These children.
Children.
They have no conviction. They have no conscience. They have no awareness. They have no.
So we were talking about that today in the barbershop, and I said it got to be I think this starts from the decay of our social family environment that we have created through, I said, the cost of living. So let me tell you how I derived at this.
Yeah, help me. 'Cause you're losing me.
So the cost of living is so high. I just came from a place, right? And I asked them, I said, how much people y'all got? They said they got 4 million. I say, so what's the murder rate? He say, but 50 a year. I say, for 4 million people? I was like, wow. I say, we had somewhere around about 600. I know they say but 350, right? But we got to be about 600,000 people living in this country. We had 58 for the year. And so I started asking questions to people who come in the barbershop. I say, is it the fact that there are a lot of single-parent homes who are trying to put food on the table, who are working around the clock to make sure that their family eat, kids raising kids, the streets raising the kids, social media raising the kids, the phone raising the kids, no dad at home to guide them. And by the way, guys, who have you have kids, man, listen, you're lousy. Go check on your children, man. You can't leave these women to raise these boys on their own. So you got the gangs raising them. They turn to the gangs. They turn to where they feel love and a sense of purpose. Because there's no way at 17 you already know how to shoot an AK-47.
Is that 17?
At 17, when they ain't learn to shoot, I saying they could have been ganging or whatever, hanging out, but they probably never really put their hand on a gun. Until someone put a gun in their hand, because it's quite obviously they don't know how to use a gun. They only pointing and shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm saying to you, how do you get at 17, 16, 15, you out there hopping on the car? They doing movie stuff. They doing what they see on the reels. Where you hopping on the car, at the same time synchronized, jump out the vehicle, partially moving, shooting up everything in sight.
Let me tell
you how you know they can't shoot. So you watch one of the videos online that going around viral, and you see one of the guys come around the back of the vehicle, shoots the guy at point blank with a machine gun, like literally shooting at him. You can see the gun moving, but just to see him do it, get up, run in the yard, and make it to the hospital to survive. So they're telling me you don't know how to use the weapon. You just basically pointing and squeezing and missing.
Yeah.
Point blank range with an AK-47, you messing the fella a couple of feet away. So you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use a gun. Someone, you renting a gun, getting a gun, going on a job to do whatever the job is, or however your gang thing going on, and you don't even know how to use the weapon. That means y'all in public where little children are, elderly people, family homes, using these weapons and don't know how to use the weapon, and just pulling the trigger. That's crazy.
I'm kind of happy that they don't know how to use it.
But that's my point. It even makes it more dangerous because they just pulling the trigger and shooting.
But to what you just said, I think you said he was point blank on the fella and he shot
literally.
So I'm thinking it has. I think there's a lot of spirituality behind it also. Remember now, some of these kids, parents and loved ones, know what these kids involved in. And some of these kids have family members who are also from the Christian church, a part of the Christian family, and they've talked to these guys over and over and over. So what is left to do? You pray. Could it be that even in the midst of his nonsense, even in the midst of what he was doing involved with, there's still a level of protection? God allowed those bullets to miss him, to not take his life because of somebody who's
angel had
praying.
been standing over that fellow.
Yeah, so but I agree with you wholeheartedly. We allow social media, we allow strangers, I think parenting in in our society, we have become lax, we have become lazy, we have become distracted by work, we've become distracted by whatever has our attention, and we sometimes we get comfortable, or we feel because our children are at home in the house, or we ain't getting no bad report that something happened to them, we tend to be okay and not really paying attention to what's going on in our kids' life, or or who has the air of our children.
Let me 1 second, Sean. Something happened in Delton. What's it is? On my page? All right, because the views just went down significantly. We having some Facebook challenges. So what you doing something? All right, the error just left just now. Oh no, you just moved me. All right, we're sorry guys for those who are watching via Facebook. We had some challenges. If you are listening by the radio, you can go on our Glory page until we reboot the Bishop Denczil page. Is it back? Okay. All right, let me send it a note that we're back. Sorry about that, Sean. You're making a very valid point.
Yeah, we have to pay very close attention to who has the air of our kids. We understand that children are very, very impressionable, and at that age, even as a teenager, you're trying to find your way. You want to be accepted. And these gangs and these gang leaders understand how to persuade, how to make these kids feel welcome, because they know they come from homes that are financially challenged. They know they come from homes where maybe a single parent home where their father is absent, so these men are posing to be the strong man or the strong male influence in these young men's lives. And back to the point I was saying, because these families are financially challenged, and children and kids and teenagers are tingsy. And if they get to a place where someone who's feeding them, who's providing clothes, who's providing this, who's providing that, and when I was growing up, nobody could provide nothing for me, and I take home to my parents' house. But in this day and time, these kids are being fed. These kids are given clothing, shoes, and all kind of different things, and they take them home to their parents, and their parents don't have no question as to where these come from. Because
what parents?
Their parents or their parent.
You know what I'm saying, because that's an assumption there.
Yeah,
that's the first problem, because
their parent,
the parent that's there working probably 2 jobs or got a job,
and I was about to say that.
So she ain't checking the bags.
She's so busy trying. He or she, well, mostly she, so busy trying to work to provide for this family. By the time she come home, she's so exhausted.
So that's,
and the absence of the fathers, if they were playing some type, because you could be a single mom, your child living with you, but you could still have an active male father or male role. And I think that is what's missing, because it's needed. When you don't have that, your children are exposed to so much. So, and I think we need
so you're back to what I'm saying. Because the cost of living is so high. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but like you say, if you work it, I ain't gonna lie. Even me, let's use me for example. I work a lot, right? Always doing something, and I can be accused of that too. So let's bring it more to home. Fella like me, when I get home, gotta catch up on. You gotta get this on the phone, because this the way everybody's messaging now. I got like 40 blocks I need to clear of messages.
Right.
I go on my phone. Then after that, I probably go on Facebook, catch up on whatever little drama going on. But times you finish all that, like you say, I ain't get a chance to check in with the boys. Hey, TT, what's going on? How was practice? Boom, boom, boom. I just shut it down and go sleep and try to do it all over again the next day.
Because we know you know what it is?
And I figure they okay.
Because they home in the house. And sometimes you could be, a child could be home in the house and exposed to all kind of nonsense on the internet.
You know, I want to actually kind of disagree with that last point. I believe that, I agree, but I disagree from the standpoint of, I think while Tito and Denczil and to a certain extent, set off now, so Sean said every 6 hours. But for us, we do need to put more time in, right? Mm-hmm. But I think one of the things that we need now more than ever is one of the things that we're losing now more than ever. Back in the day where you had Boys Brigade, you had all these different RA and stuff like that.
Bonds and stuff.
I think right now, more
That's
than
what
ever,
it needed.
but I think we need that now. That's one of the things we need to go back and resurrect.
Yeah.
Because we don't have, we could talk about, we need the fathers in the home and we need this and that. We don't have that. Let's just, I ain't saying it
It's a
ain't never happen
community we
again.
need. It's a community we need.
It may happen again, right? But right now, we ain't got that.
You're right.
So let's stop. We could beat that horse, and everybody
Right.
can do a survey and say we need more men in the home. We need more family structure. We need this and that. That sounds good, but where we are right now, we don't have that. So what can we do
Right,
with what
Pastor.
we have right now? And I think one of the things we could do is that we need to make sure that TT go into JBLN, let him go to Freedom Farm too, and let him be a part of the school soccer team, and make sure he doing. Honestly, I think we at a point now where we got to actually push hard extracurricular activities. We got to push them in these groups, push them in these programs, because we don't have the family infrastructure that we once have.
To
And
your
we keep
point.
on fighting, saying everybody's saying that we got to work on the family, I agree, but what we can do until we fix that, because that ain't gonna fix tomorrow.
Someone
To your point is that if you look at the percentage of young people who are involved in extracurricular activities are not prone to these gang violence or
not.
these gang activities because they are so busy and their parents are so engaged.
I can tell you I get in the gang. I can let y'all finish. But I want because someone stopped me.
Before you get in the gang, you don't gonna forget that. I want to say this. When you go to, and some people may like this, whatever the case is, may not like it. I can say this and keep on saying this, and whoever have a problem, that's their problem. I celebrate Greg Burrows and Freedom Farm.
Yeah.
I celebrate the fact that he tell the boys, okay, hey, no, fix your hair. You don't come in, your hair can be like that. Your shirt can be like that. Fix your clothes here, this and that. And you got hundreds of young boys who in that Freedom Farm program, and they are forced to have certain disciplines. They are forced to have certain structures. We ain't seeing them boys shooting nobody. We ain't seeing them invited. There may be, God forbid, but there may be one or two falling through the cracks. But for the most part, these guys' lives are being transformed.
Right.
So I think we need programs like that. That we need the single mothers out there. Okay, girlfriend, I realize you got a job at the hotel, and you probably got to work to Flowers in the day or work to Island Luck in the daytime, and you go in round the clock. Well, tap into these programs that exist. Then send them somewhere.
Yeah, you have to.
Send them somewhere because they're not going to stay home all day while you out. They ain't going to stay in the house.
I was in when I was younger, I was in youth meeting at church. Youth meeting was Thursday night.
Right.
Then you had men's meeting on Friday night.
Right.
You had choir practice on Friday, sometimes Saturdays. On Tuesdays, I had 12 Bahamas Boy Scouts. And so almost every night or every evening in the week after school, I'm
You was
engaged in
doing
some
something.
activity. At the age of 2021, I was driving a church bus.
You know, liars. There's liars though. We liars though. In the tail, well, okay, you may correct me. In the tailhouse and the roll house, we would sit down in the afternoons and just have family time and sit down. We ain't never do that.
No.
So I don't want to be. Sometimes we paint that picture though. We paint the pictures though. The family structure is broken down so much because we had those strong families. Yes, we had a strong family, but that talking about sitting down around the table and saying kumbaya and playing all these board games together. That was that happened every once in a while, but that was no regular thing. We were just involved in positive activities.
So strange. I never do none of them things. I go shoot marble. I just play by myself.
But we had a structure. There was a structure though.
Yeah,
There
I
was-
saying
there was
like
a
how
structure.
y'all did church and did all that.
You say you want that?
No,
Oh.
And
I
then
raised plenty girls. So I ride my BMX. I shoot marble. I go shoot marble up the
because
road,
there was
play
a better sense of
basketball,
community.
Whatever.
Everybody in the
But-
community knew who Donna was, right?
Our area was different. Remember now, where we used to live, like our area, my grandma used to live Mini Street, but we only go down there on the weekends. But Mini Street is a whole different Mini Street now. But up here, ain't nobody playing the road. I used to be playing by myself. Or I go shoot marble. But this the kicker though. You know how I get involved in the gang? I get involved in the gang because they draw me in, I used to go to D.W. Davis. But I live here on Shitty Street next to Camp Road. When I finish the school, I finish the school. But while I go into D, to make sure that every one of my class was in the gang. But these are fellas I hang with, so when we go to a sports day or we go outside school, I roll in with them. I ain't in the gang, but I am part of the gang. Because all my whole class was rebellions, hood rebellions. So you fit in where you fit in. So when we go on the sports day and we got to fight on the road because we got to fight the guys with the being down, whatever, I am part of that crew. But the minute I come through the corner by Wendy's, my shirt off at the back of my bag, and I home, I leave that up there.
Right.
But think about if I was caught in the mischief who was going on, the rocking the ball, be chicken fellas, be boysen fellas, or whatever. I get jigger, I get shoot, or whatever the case may be. Y'all can say it's a gang member, but I ain't really a gang member, you know. That's just my crew I hang with in school.
That was survival.
Because remember, I lived down by Camp Road, I with Hoyas.
Right.
So if Hoyas know I go to D, I in trouble. If D know I live by either way I go, I in trouble.
It's like
so
you
I fit in when I can get in.
It's like you live in a community and 10 fellas in the community are part of a gang, but you aren't really a part of the gang, but you live in the community, but they're your friends. They who you socialize with.
All them was heard rebellions. All of them.
So you would have been guilty by association.
Yeah. So guess what? Even to this day, when we go on Shirley Street, I still see some of my friends. You know, rebellions don't come beyond Shirley Street. They start right there by East Street. That's a little neck of the woods. East Street go back over the hill.
Right.
So that's why I see all the fellas I've been to D.W. Davis with. And to this day, they still doing the same thing. But when I get down on the Camp Road side, and I come in down Shirley Street, 'cause you know they never really go up the road, I see all the fellas I grew up with on the next end.
Right.
But ain't none of them never know. That crew ain't know I gone to D.
At this crew, you know, you were the Hoyas boys them down when you were.
Yes, I grew up with all the Joe them and all the different. I mean, they from Camp Road. They ain't in the gang, but I just saying they the crew who grew up on the Camp Road side.
Right.
Joe was in no gang, but I just saying that's the Camp Road side. So I get over here. I go over this way. I get over there. So my point is, what do you do with a fella like me, a kid stuck in the middle who comes from St. John's, but end up to D.W. Davis?
No, I see a point. I see a point. But I think.
But I doing all the mischief too. I throwing the rock.
But I don't. The mischief.
Throwing the ball.
If we be honest now, the mischief they ain't nowhere near what the.
But if
mischief
it was
is
the
now.
gun, I would have been in the same.
You think
thing.
so? You think you would have been in the same thing? Because that's what everybody's doing.
Listen,
I got you.
If the knife and the rock and the ball is the severe thing in the early 90s,
you're right.
If the gun is the next thing, then I doing the same
You'd
thing.
be right there with them.
In fact, one person in the gang would carry the gun. When we got to East Street after dealing with the guys and whatever, the fella said, get down. Fella put out the gun and hit 2 shots. To us, that's big. That fella there was considered the boss of all bosses.
Right.
Because you the one carrying the fire to it. So if I was doing it then, I was going to do it again.
But I think too.
But I didn't want to be in a gang,
I grew up in a neighborhood where I knew who the bad boys were.
Right.
And because I knew who my father was and what he stood for, there were even though we all went to school together and also lived in the same neighborhood, there was a crew in my neighborhood.
Who could pimp on you?
My daddy would not allow me. And if he catch me with them, that's a problem. So I knew who or who not to hang with. Okay? Because my dad paid attention to who was the bad boys or who were the problem makers in the community. And so he didn't even have to say, well, Sean, hey, you better not hang with this one or you better not hang with that. Because the wrath of Leon Taylor was greater than
whatever wrath on the streets.
My old man too, you know. He used to hang me in the ceiling. He dead and gone in and he do nothing. That's cruelty. I used to hang me in the ceiling with crab in the bag. But my point is, right, Daddy ain't know what going on my school, Sean.
Yeah.
He ain't know. He's a police officer. You think I wasn't scared, but he ain't know what going on. My mom working on a dime, they working on a dime. I raising myself, they ain't know what going on. I come on home, I said, good boy.
Were you in basketball and stuff like that then? Teams?
Barbering. I was barbering after school.
No, were you in basketball? Were you in teams? Were you
carrying the bomb with my old man? Don't forget, man, someone just told me the other day, almost in test. Oh, how we miss Howard. Because, Daddy would have band practice after school. So when I get home, I jump on the back of the truck, we get in the band practice, whether it's Church of God band practice or Golden Gates.
All right, back to your scenario then. Let's talk about the today's Tito. Who is doing this? Who is doing the gang thing for survival? Because the turf wars and different stuff like that. Going to school here, living here, I gotta survive. How you what advice do we give to that young boy? How do we help him? So you tell me now you in the church band, you doing this, playing your basketball, whatever, but you still have this reality where you live in a certain community, and that's the way the community is, the way the streets. How do we help that one then? Because I believe we hit something just now with the idea we need more clubs, and we don't need more clubs programs. We need to send these children to these clubs. We need to send them. Because I don't know no club
But they
or
still
program.
there. The programs are still there.
That's why I say we don't need no more. We need to send the children.
Gotta send the children.
They exist. We need to send the children to them. But what do we do to that boy?
He's a tweener.
Because it may be quite a bit of them that we missing who don't want to be in it. But this is what I need to do because I don't want to get boys. I don't want to get shoot up. I don't want to be in,
Yeah, I ain't gonna like it because, like you say, I ain't like I wanted to do that. It ain't even necessarily a survivor. It's almost like fitting in. You want to be the
But I
odd one
thought it
out.
was survival though, because I mean, you said if the boys them here knew you was in that crew, that could be part of
I ain't telling them. I didn't even let that part of my life even come to me. If you understand what I'm saying, it ain't like I say I intentionally. It's almost like you don't want to be the odd one out. Listen, your story the same. You was a kid come from CH,
Right,
going up the road there.
right.
You could survive in both worlds.
Sure.
You ain't intentionally doing both worlds, but you could come here.
I see point.
And that ain't gonna necessarily cross over because it ain't intentional that you're trying to fit in because that's natural for you.
Right.
And then when you go up the road here, you just as smart as everybody else. So it ain't like you trying to be hood because you could actually hang with the crew there too.
Right.
So it's like for me, I just was being me. I could just fit in anyone, and I just didn't want to be the odd one out. And
Was there ever a thought of you getting locked into that lifestyle?
no, because it was never me.
I said you wasn't in it then.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was
So
never me.
you was good then. I mean, you wasn't this me. This my space.
Yeah, this is my space. When I leave that space over. If you understand, I can't even explain.
I starting to get you a little bit.
It ain't even because I leave that ain't coming behind me. I ain't
All
trying
those
to-
were just
spaces that I was in.
you passed through.
Like everything else, like basketball, like football, these spaces. Once I shut that down, I on to the next. Just like John Ganu. People don't know I'm one of the biggest John Ganu fellas in the world. I love John Ganu.
Right.
But that don't eat me all year round. That only kick in after September, October, then we go. I leave that after that.
That's the plane. That's a quarter of the year. Third of the year.
Some fellas still stop. But you understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, the gang thing for me, and I even had a name, Small Like Cat, I can still must draw my symbol today.
You small like cat.
That's right. Stupid name, but I can still draw the symbol today. Hood Rebellion.
Michelle says that's a great point, Sean. Your fear or reverence for your father. No, you don't have to say or reverence. It was fear. Your fear or reverence for your father made a difference. And you know what? And what I say, and Shelly, and I totally agree. I can go 10 toes down with this. I was more afraid of Alfonso than he was of Leon. I don't care what he say. Because I can't see you being that scared of Leon because Leon had Jerry girl. I can't see Leon.
That's all right. Them J girls, you swing them to the left. Let me tell you something.
I can't see you get that scared about Jerry girl.
What?
And your daddy was the most soft-spoken, the nicest man, the sweetest man ever created. So
and that's why when he raised his voice,
I don't think.
And when you see the
I
different
don't
side
think
of
your daddy can raise his voice. I don't think that.
oh, you don't think it?
Not your daddy.
You better ask somebody.
And Leon talking, you gotta come close.
No,
You gotta sit-
raise the voice and see.
You gotta put your ass right next to Leon L. Descent.
When Daddy speak, when he's speaking with his voice, he's speaking with the switch. When you come home and you meet Daddy in the Diamond Tree, you know somebody about to get it. Daddy. I mean, let me tell you something. When you come home, and you just see the switch, you then start crying because you see the switch to the door. People talking about child abuse. That was probably child abuse.
You had fear for Leon.
I had more ridges on
You
my.
had fear for Leon.
Yeah, and so my misbehaving was kept to a minimum.
That means Pastor Daddy come to me, and you couldn't tell me he ain't shouted at the top of his lung in the voice. But only me and him hear what he tell me. Some people, they might talk soft, but to you, they voice loud. Because you couldn't tell me when your daddy tell me that thing, you couldn't tell me the whole church ain't hear that. But ain't nobody hear one sound. But that was the loudest thing to
Big
me.
thunder.
Oh, my
Thunder.
God. I had to open my eyes and see if anybody's listening.
Silently loud.
But I again, I don't want to keep on beating this. The reality is we don't have Howard. We don't have many Howards. We don't have many Leons. We don't have many Fonzes. They gone. Ain't much of them round. So I think we gotta look at, okay, how do we remedy this, knowing that we don't have those voices? We don't have that fear factor in the house. I always get a laugh at the story when I always tell the story when I went to junior CAC, we overnight in Miami, and I walk into into the movies, thought I see my daddy, and I walk back to the hotel. Because if my dad didn't see me in the movies, I'd have been a dead man. The fear of my father, that kind of stuff like that. We don't have that now. I think the single ladies out there, the single mothers out there, and even you may not be single, but your husband or your children, the children daddy just ain't involved, ain't engaged, and the child is losing control. I think there are some amazing programs. There are some amazing programs in this country that you can get your sons and your daughters engaged in.
You're right.
There are some amazing programs. So I hope, and even those of you who are listening, who you may not be in that case, but know somebody. Yeah, Dalton. I promote Freedom Farm. 150, 200. What's JBL in the year?
Same thing.
Same thing. $150, $200 a year. That's for the whole season. Flag football. You open it up wider this year?
They have a couple programs. One of them is $250 a year. Comes with uniform. Mine's is free.
Wow. So you got that going on.
School is free. Just got we have a school we at. Just send them off to school at 3:30, and we're there for an hour training them how to do football.
I don't know of many bands that turn people away.
Yeah.
Most of the bands I know about, the community bands around there, they'll take your child. They'll find a way to find them an instrument, whatever the case is. Of course, and I said all these things. I even said about church yet. I even didn't mention church. I don't. But there's things in the community that you can get your children involved in. You got. There's absolutely no excuse for those who are out there to have them not engage, especially if you got to be working. If you don't have the wherewithal to bring them up and to do certain things with them, man, send them to these programs. You know, I sing the praises of Freedom Farm because and the thing about it is my son has a community. He has the church, he has all these things and that. But when I just go there and I see so many male that are there, so many men that are there, positive men, and when you're in these programs, you'll find out that everybody adopts your children. Everybody adopts your children.
Listen to me. Baseball is one of the few programs I see. I see a lot of men too
pile up
with their kids.
Yeah.
Even in football, I don't see much. Still a lot of mothers when it comes to football and these other, but that baseball, boy, listen. And I still ain't catch on the baseball yet, but plenty man be down.
But a lot of us starting to learn and watch. I've been watching baseball now because of my son, because of Freedom Farm.
Yeah.
I said, we watch again.
Yeah.
You know, I still.
So boring, man.
Yeah, it's still kind of boring, but I sit down and watch it.
Nobody hit no ball, and all you do, I just watch him pitching and catch it. Squash! Squash! You want to see the ball? I see the ball either. Nobody see the ball.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know where we can shout this out from, but I just seeing these little children with these guns and doing this violence thing is really getting to me, and I don't know what law you can put in place to fix this. We got to get in. You're
doing Fortnite, because we ain't had these type of games. Some of these games are different now. These little Fortnite, these fellas jumping over, they playing, and they coming down, they running and building these towers and jumping over these.
Who playing the Fortnite?
No, I asking you.
I know it's them, but it's said them playing Fortnite.
Yeah, these young boys ain't got no Fortnite to play.
They ain't playing Fortnite.
I want to say something, I don't know how to say it. You got, I can say this on there, I can get myself in trouble. I can watch, you ever hear me curse?
No.
I just watch plenty curse in movie. My wife is around me. But cursing don't make me want to curse.
Right.
So I use an example and say, my son can play Fortnite, but that ain't necessarily make him want to pick up a gun.
Right.
But then you got some other people, they listen to some cursing will get them in trouble.
Bro, what television did we have growing up that didn't have shooting and violence? What were we watching that wasn't violent?
Are you right? And I had witchcraft.
We said now with our daddy, I know it was yours, but after we watch wrestling, you can watch Gunsmoke, man.
You don't lie.
Watch Gunsmoke.
Hold on, before them, we watch witchcraft. Because He-Man and Thundercat, by the power of Grayskull, by the power of Grayskull.
Tito say watching cursing never used to want him curse.
Yeah.
Now watch the reverse.
Go ahead.
When I was in high school, cursing was my first language.
What?
Ain't nobody could have curse like me. Me among my friends, and every word come out my mouth was a cuss word.
So you just want them children to see walking on the road.
Teachers never heard me curse.
But you got a curse.
And if you would ask my parents if I was curse, they say that boy don't even know how to curse.
Never.
But you got a cuss.
But I was a cussing sailor. I was a cussing.
When you on your brethren.
What? Up until I gave my life to Christ in grade 10. From 7 to 10, those 3 years, that was 3 powerful years of cussing. But
So you was a closet.
I knew I was very aware of where I was.
When to curse and how to curse.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
My teachers, I was the best. I was one of the nicest students, quietest students. My parents never heard me curse.
You don't look like a
People
curser,
in the
though.
community in where I lived never heard me curse. But in school,
Why you don't look like a cusser. Someone who ever been to school with Sean hear him cuss, y'all call there.
We need to come from
Because
this
Sean
one.
ain't look like no cusser.
No, don't look so.
because I knew if my daddy or my mommy or the teachers.
You was cursed rough or you was cursed like.
And it's so something my daddy was involved in the PTA meeting in every school I was in. So every teacher knew who my dad was. So I had to mind my manners because you need me to call your daddy Kenyatta? No, mom.
Shigara said Kenyatta was a decent songbird.
Hey, Sean, you don't look like no cusser.
That too.
I'll use this for example, like Bernie Mac. They make cursing look good.
Sean, you got that?
No, you know, some people they can cuss so good, they make cussing sound good. Like I watch Bernie Mac and like the cussing and be like, that fella put that together, boy.
You
fella.
can't watch Brady if they beeping the cousin. You be like, what are you watching this for? It's a waste of my time.
You know, you got some people that can cuss. You got some people like, sir, listen, please don't cuss. You don't. The cussing don't sound
good
good.
on you. No,
Don't let them look good.
don't-
It's not like you forcing it.
You don't wear it well.
No.
You
You got
don't
some
wear it
people that know
well.
how to wear it.
All right. We soon out there today. I got the paper looking for things that's going on. How's the travel experience? Coming back to the airport. How are the airport doing? Bad? Good? Coming through customs for both of y'all.
Oh, I going and coming, smooth sailing. But I think a lot of the persons
Coming through?
coming back. Yeah, I came back on a Wednesday though.
And it wasn't
I
bad.
left on a Saturday evening, no traffic, smooth sailing,
So
and then I came back on a Wednesday afternoon.
Let me say this piece here. I think it is a travesty. It is horrible. It's embarrassing. Where the luggage comes in and the queue to customs. It's just poor signage. You don't know where you should be going.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. This is a new airport. It's still, to me, a relatively new airport. Why we didn't plan for this? Why we didn't know we was
What do you
there?
mean you don't know where you was going in terms of what?
So everybody bungle up on the line, and ain't no structure to the line.
Ain't no structure to
and
the
whenever
line.
you get there, it's like they just ding.
And then, like when I traveled, of course, because I didn't get upset with this before. You had folks on the next line. There are 2 lines there, two little
Sometimes
8.5 by
retreat.
11 with a little sign there saying, if you have something to declare, go this side. If you don't have something to declare, go on that side. Folks rushing in trying to get this, a quick turn there. So they ain't looking at them signs.
No.
So now they on that line, toting that line for the longest, and now somebody tell them, oh no, you're in the wrong line. You come out now and go around and go to the next
coming
line.
out?
Some people they come out. They
Oh,
come
no,
out,
not me.
They come out cussing.
Not
So
you.
I mean, like, why for all the traveling we do, this tourism is our business. Why they can't be more organized, man? Why you could never know which carousel you buy coming on carousel? The thing say coming on 4, it coming on 1.
Well,
You need-
I didn't have that experience.
Well,
my
Boss,
my bike came on the
Boss, you
carousel.
skipped
which
so
you
many
said came
pieces.
on.
First of all, let's deal with the part with the click the clear custom thing. I don't know which way to do it. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes the custom officer help me. Listen, that is
the
so.
exam?
Oh my God,
Oh no, I ain't like
I just don't get it.
I think it's you, man, Tito, man. That's smooth now, man.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
That's what you say. Sometimes I get it.
Once you get it, it's very,
Yeah.
very.
No, that's what I say.
nice.
Very-
Sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't get it.
I was gonna say that for last to get them that's the tick for them. That exam program.
I think
that nice.
I think the only crucial part of it is when you start to itemize the items. Some people show you how to do it the easier way, and then for some people they go through the whole process of selecting stores and these different things.
But
or
you could just scan. Do you
That's-
scan your receipts?
Yeah, I scanned it as well.
But what you should do, right?
But I never got to really pay customs because when we travel like 60. We got like 3 grand.
Yeah, but still put.
Right? I have to be looking for a receipt. It'd be so bad. Sometimes I have to throw the Burger King receipt in there. Why buy food for all that? Because I don't have receipt to get the people.
No, but see, I mean, like, I know Robin is very organized with that, but you could do it as you go. If you're there for 5-6 days, every day when you go shopping,
Out of it.
you put it in right there.
Oh, yours too a lot. I don't even do that.
No, but it's simple. You just do it. This is Walmart day. You get your Walmart stuff. You put them these are different items, and you do that.
Alright.
Then the
Y'all
next
gotta
day you
show
put
me how you
another
do that.
you put another store in.
You put your receipt. Let's
That's
say
how
you
y'all
have-
do. Y'all do this as your shop.
No, I don't. I
No,
mean,
I used to do that there.
I do it at the airport.
Alright,
Like
so
I did it in the plane
I used to
last
do it the
time.
night before I leave.
Let's talk about the handling the bags from our baggage claim area. The tossing these guys are so professional. It's a certain way you put the bag on the belt, so when it comes down head first when it slides off and not on the wheel. Because if your bag got a certain weight to it, when it comes down wheel first, it actually breaks the wheel.
Right.
So when you put it on the belt, you're supposed to put it on a way that when it comes off, it slides down here first. A lot of bags are getting damaged because they just throwing it on there. And the bag, like our bag, come brace open, zip it.
The bag is
Like,
too full, Tito. Tito, the bag is too full.
No, the bag ain't do full. They tossing the bags.
Tito, the bag is
No,
too full.
Tito
They tossing the bag.
Tito got to stop buying them flea market bags.
I know, actually,
Them
you're a little
$20
professional.
bag.
No, I buying them one now, hard back with his roll. I buy them now, too.
You can't be buying
Every
all them
time I
things.
go away, I buy one, a little professional bag, so when you roll, you can roll.
He's
roll
buying
the
a
handle.
$20 per part
No,
bag.
it's not intentional, though. I obey no customer officer listening.
And then put
But see,
71 pounds with
so-
it.
Yeah.
Decided.
The secret to the bag is the zip up ones. If you stuff everything to the bottom, the customer can't get their hand on the bag. Pull it out, so they got to. That's make them
I
mad.
am not going to encourage
Right?
with this man to say it being dishonest to our customer
I'm
officers.
being dishonest.
I encourage all the members of the church that I pastor.
I ain't being as
You
honest.
buy the things, pay the customs on the thing.
At time, half them people in church ain't none of them being them customers. I used the only one who's be looking for receipt. So, the last thing I have to complain about is some customer officers, this one around was very rude. Sometimes they have good days, sometimes they have bad days. They have to be more consistent.
That's everybody, though. And you have good and bad days.
Yeah, but you got to be professional, though. You got to be professional. You can't wear it on your face.
Maybe he was professional all morning until you came.
I
No,
don't.
man.
I don't think.
I don't normally have bad times. This is the first time in years.
Yeah.
Normally, a lot of people say, I don't want to go to a woman, I don't go to a man. To me, I don't care who I go to. I don't ever have no trouble.
Right.
But this one, oh, she was rude.
You told her?
She could have seen it on my face. I started to get rude. I say, y'all acting like we broke in here. I really want to pay my money. But if you could charge me, when the police pull you over, man, listen, if you could write this ticket, I get anywhere I got to go. Write this ticket, let me go away again.
Yeah.
Because the way you carry on like you trying to set someone up, like you can't afford it.
Right.
That's how she's carrying on.
Yeah.
Do what you have to do, man.
No, I don't like where if you are white, if you are Caucasian, their attitude changes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
They
if
were
you-
more
if you-
pleasant.
If
How you doing?
Yeah, if you want us, it's just I don't like that because actually it's us who paying you.
Yeah.
Don't treat me like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. But I think that whole, if I remember correctly, wasn't it just like 2 carousels at first and then they added 2 more?
It was too.
Like,
They added 2 more.
and it seems as though they
And
didn't
those are
plan.
old school
Like
ones.
they didn't plan for them additional ones. They
No.
didn't plan. I don't understand why still you gotta wait so long before the bags come out. Why do you have to wait so long? Why sometimes you gotta wait 20 minutes, 25 minutes for your bags to come out? I mean, what are we doing? Why are the parents that we backward? And again, for me, tourism is our business. That's what we say we do. That's what we do. So why we gotta stand up there and the thing say this American?
So
And then then the porter go climb up through the back and come back. Yeah, no. American is the next one over there. Man, we can't.
So
This is our first
the
port
whole
entry,
thing-
man.
The landing deck, first of all, for the bags are too small for the amount of tourists and people we got coming into the country. Certain part of the year, that little area, that's too small.
And then it bottlenecks into that one little
Yes.
space so you go on the line.
Too small.
And to me, that is not called for, especially with, I still call this airport new. I call it new.
It is.
Based on
Yeah,
what
no,
our
you can
travel
say no.
demand is.
Yeah, that's too
It's a
small.
lack of planning, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And we celebrate these things.
I think would be fail to maybe fail to take into consideration since COVID and the country has opened back up. The amount of travel that is going on now via domestic and international tourist visitations, the numbers has increased tremendously.
Yes.
So
I never let so going. I get ready around because
We should have
Plan for bigger.
Oh, we should have planned where it was easier to expand.
Span.
when the sport barbershop moved on Shirley Street there, you only had 1, 2, or 3 chair because ain't nobody coming to the barbershop. But now people start coming to the barbershop again. They want to sit down. What you do? You make more space for it. You move things around. And you put that big chair inside your place now. You got a little spot there, you want a big couch inside there. Because fellas, them want to come sit down now, so now we got to make the adjustment. We can't keep on making excuses for us not doing what we're supposed to do, man.
No, but I'm
Make
saying
the adjustment.
That's what we need to do now. We need to make the adjustment.
And again, we say this is our business. This is what we do.
That's a good thing.
That's one of the few things we do.
That's what we say.
Because we don't do much.
We say that's what we do.
We ain't hardly growing nothing. We the tourist business.
That's what we just do, man.
I want to congratulate the Ministry of Tourism, though.
On what?
They're
On
doing
what?
a good job in terms of with the increase of tourists.
No, I can't. With this conversation we having,
But
I can't isolate it. I mean, I hear that, right?
Tourism is the airport a part of the tourism budget?
Yes, because it's tourism and aviation is now one ministry.
Is 1 minute. Okay, so now
See what I'm saying? So you got to look at the whole picture.
So now they need to expand.
Not now.
Then tomorrow?
Long time.
You say they behind.
We're behind. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, we should. Timothy Gibson say, see how the world mark the man of our bearing. If we is do tourism.
What the old lady in the hospital say? We spoil.
See, and that's the problem with that. We don't believe we deserve the utmost best.
No,
we
you
don't
gotta- you
believe.
gotta catch up.
We have an awesome
like,
airport.
we
We are now outgrown. We have now outgrown.
Foolishness.
Which is
Foolishness.
good.
It was always under capacity. To me, they built a new airport, and it was
Every
always
airport we have under capacity.
when the airport was built. To me, it was not built with vision in mind. It was not built for where we was going. I was saying this. We can find old stuff of me saying this from 15 years ago, whatever, 20 years ago.
You know,
me,
every
it was a lack.
airport is built and every project is built according to the budget, right? Maybe that one was in the budget.
The $400 million, something like that.
I don't know what they spent. Maybe it was within the budget.
It was, to me, it was always a poorly planned airport from Jump Street. From Jump Street, it looked shiny, and so we was impressed.
And it's new to us because we was really used to the old airport.
And to me, I just, again, I can keep on saying, if we just do tourism, there should be something about our product to make people around the world say, boy, the Bahamas is pretty.
How much do we should spend on the airport?
As much as it takes to make us creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme.
As much as it takes to make us creme de la creme. Our cruise port should be one of the greatest it should be in top 10 in the world.
Hold on. Top 10 in the world or top 10 in the Caribbean?
World.
Okay,
Because,
hold on.
our numbers are high.
Because of our numbers.
Our numbers are
I mean,
extremely high.
I feel like we don't.
Extremely high.
Sean, I don't think like
No. See,
think
no.
that we should be the best of the best. I don't think we think we should be best of the best.
I don't think you should say. Reason why I said it because
Why?
when you say the world, the world is inclusive of first world countries
Yes.
and third world countries.
Absolutely.
We are a third world country.
Getting
We
first
cannot
world
be-
numbers.
Yeah, but we cannot.
So we gotta break out
but you
in
are now
some
comparing.
area.
You are
No.
now comparing a third world country.
No.
You said, hold on. You said we should be
Best
in
don't
the
mean it gotta
world.
cost $2 billion.
Hold on, but you say no.
Best
No, no.
don't mean I said one of the best in the world.
And I think we are because of who we are and what we are as a third world country, we are exceeding the expectations of many who are also third world.
We're exceeding the expectations of what we last had.
No.
That's
because
what we're doing. We're exceeding the expectations, Sean.
We are a third world country with first world expectations.
And we should be that.
But we don't have the first world budget.
Yeah, we do.
And we don't have the first world numbers.
I don't know if I don't know.
We
if
don't
I
have the
agree with you,
first
Sean.
world numbers.
I think
Listen,
yes, we
y'all.
do.
I think we
To have the first world numbers and to compete with the first world, you have to have the first world numbers. We are 600,000 people.
No, we're talking about the people that coming in through
I
the
talking
cruise
about.
port.
I looking at the
And
cruise.
numbers in
if
the
we
cruise
were a
port.
first world country, we would have more visitation. We would be bigger.
What I'm saying is, what it always being big, you know. Now let me say this: when it comes to that cruise port,
What
I was
qualifies you to be first
When
world?
I say the cruise port, I think we have done. It's very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Here's one of the things I say. Because now somebody jump on me. I think that Junkanoo thing that the Junkanoo Museum, or what was it called? The Junkanoo, what's it called?
A museum where they hold the costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a quarter the size it should be.
It's supposed to be way bigger than that.
Way bigger than that. That's what we do. This is what we do. I think it's beautiful, but to me, it should have been more. It should be more robust.
No matter what we do, it could always be more.
No, so we want to make it enough. You
I
can't,
think the museum is small, but I think based upon what the space they had to work with and the budget they had to work with, they didn't want to put too much emphasis on the museum
but they
itself.
did not. That what Pastor. Okay, so what Pastor saying is,
look at what I'm saying. You
saying what I'm saying? If we in the market,
this is what we
and
do.
Tourists is what we do.
Yeah, spend
we
money
gotta
on,
be
spend money on, and I think
Couple things-
I think
I
we
know
should have.
Pastor
I
Gary
think
said
we should
already.
have multiple museums, not just in one spot.
Okay. The two things we nailing right now, Junkanoo and tourism, two of them collide on the cruise board.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the biggest statement.
Every time them tourists coming off the boat,
I think we should
it's
have,
supposed to be
we
the
should
show.
have, we should have a show.
Every single time.
That should be a bigger statement to me, the Junkanoo.
Yeah.
But I forget what it's called, a museum or whatever it's called. It should be a major. It's nice now,
And going into the Jungle
but it should
Museum,
have been more robust. Now the amphitheater thing, amazing. I love it.
yeah.
I think that's amazing.
I think
the next. I think those two should have been the two.
I think
the two
we should.
things you look
I
at.
think we should have a Junkanoo museum, a more sizable Junkanoo museum, maybe elsewhere or close
No,
proximity
right
to
there,
the Bay
right
Street
there.
area.
I think it's a good place.
No,
Right there where
because-
tourists come in.
You see at the same time, I think the museum, it could be a little bigger, but I think it serves. You go to these other these other Caribbean countries.
Let me finish now. I ain't comparing. See, that's the problem. That's I don't do. I don't compare us to them. I compare us to who we are and the blessing that we have and all these tourists we have and what we do well. Boom. Now I in trouble now. We gotta take. They can cuss me out. We gotta take some of the money we build them out of all them little stores we're selling them things. Take some of the money and put it more on that. Put it more on that and what we do. Because we get stores on Bay Street.
And you could create stores on Bay Street.
We get stores on Bay Street. So we put pressure and we dress up Bay Street. And all them shops,
And you could let
all
Bay
them
Street
stores and stuff like that.
break down the hole. You could run them straight down Bay Street.
So we could do more creative things that is Bahamas
At the
in
port.
at the port itself. And all
I
them
think we
stores
could
that
do more
occupy.
great
Tell me
things.
I'm making sense now.
Yeah,
All them
I-
stores.
listen,
so
I-
we have stores right across the road there, all a bunch of stores here. So now we invest now to do, we say we can do that a long time. We keep on pushing that down the road. But this is our business, this is what we do. So if we spend $500 million in making that product right, to me it's a worthwhile investment because this is what we do.
Because you want the people to enjoy the experience.
This is what we do. I mean, this we say this art.
Yeah,
Tourism is everybody's business.
Yeah.
So let's dump this money here and let's create something that when the people who got them floating bridge in China from around the world, we ain't got no floating bridge, but they come to our tourism products, they buy.
Exactly.
These people know how to do tourism. That's what I'm talking about, but one of the best in the world. I ain't talking about doing what they did around the world. I'm talking about doing ours in a way that you'd be like, boy, there's some creativity, there's some investment, there's some vision.
I think our cruise spot is beautiful.
I didn't say it wasn't beautiful. I just say I think
I
it
think
could be a whole lot more.
it can,
'Cause it ain't
no matter what you do, it could always be a whole lot
I got
more.
you. I
Okay.
think, when do you think we can get another one, an upgrade now from this one?
Oh, when the fall line.
When we getting the next
When the
one?
fall line.
I'm
This
liking
is
I'm
20
liking what they're doing with the amphitheater because a lot of persons is now renting that venue.
It's amazing.
And so I think it's self-sustainable.
Beautiful.
It is self-sustainable. It's making the income so that the port could be managed and maintained properly.
I can tell you what killing Bay Street, and no one has yet. And you know what saved Bay Street as well? What's the point? The parking. Parking for the amphitheater is a problem. Getting you there, getting access to it is a problem. We ain't creating more
You
parking.
talking about for the locals or for the guests?
Period. For anybody who want to go. Anyone.
No, the guests don't have to park nowhere. The guests could be
No,
dropped there.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, gas in only from the cruise port. There are other people coming from different hotels and different things want to enjoy that same cruise port. See, we only thinking about the cruise ship.
I'm saying, and they could be transported there. The parking only services the locals, and we could.
Man,
you could use
the parking only service the local because you barely could get around there yourself.
You could use the you could pay for Hilton's parking, and you could park along Bay Street because Bay Street is usually closed
That's my
at
point.
night.
We need to create more. That's the one thing I see
Bay
every
Street
city around the world
Street is
doing.
already a small area, so you
But
will
it's not
always have a
easy
parking
accessible.
issue.
You know how much time I just want to go to town just to go shop?
There was several. No, just several. There were 2 that I know were planned, parking garages,
Right.
but it never happened. I think. I mean, parking garages are expensive to build, and
And you got to build it on
But
your
it's
property.
but it's
to make-
necessary.
It's necessary, but to make that money, it can take a little while. So it got to be somebody who have some muscle to do it.
Yeah, the
'Cause-
government. The government.
Well, the government have to buy some land to do it.
And they can't buy land when someone ain't willing to sell.
Yeah,
They can force it if they want to. They know how to get it.
that can be
They know how to get it.
that there's a challenge
Commercial
there, but
spaces is a little-
we do need I think we need at least one more, because I mean even the finance building, that's for their parking. I was able to park there the other day when I had to use Bishop Roll face. I says, Bishop, come on, you only get half an hour though, because because they need it for their people. So really no parking, and God for me to park to the Hilton to go to my meeting at Rossington Square, that was a bit much. that's a long walking.
Place where I been? They got one thing in mind that we forgetting around here. We like go out.
Mm.
You see what everybody doing now? Everybody getting up.
Yeah.
This unlimited space is up. You don't need plenty ground to go up, you know.
Now that's that they can call for, I think, conversation on across the board. Do we want, like somebody came to me, they called me on the side because of a board I sit on, and they said to me, "You see what they do in New York?" I said, "Hold on now, hold on. We in New York.
Definitely not, because they know how to build them boys.
No. I ain't saying we can't. We could build them. That's what I said, Tito. I'm saying, do we want that?
I think it's starting to become necessary in certain areas.
But are we ready to transform Bay Street?
You have no choice.
I ain't sure. We can say no, we ain't want it. Do we want to create a shadow on Bay Street?
Watch this.
In other words, do you want to walk down Bay Street and you have on both sides of the road?
That's what it can be.
You have 7, 8-story buildings.
That's what
Are we or 10-story or 12-story?
That's what coming.
I know we're ready for that.
But that's what
I
coming.
know if I want that. I can let set them
How-
do that when they
how-
become.
How is it going to come, Tito, if you already have limited parking for the one-story building?
So
That easy, Sean. That's the easy one.
So watch this.
Because what they do is just make the first couple of floors parking.
What's the major thing that at the hospital that bugs you the most when you go to Princess Margaret Hospital?
Parking.
Okay. And it ain't that they don't have the space to build a 3-4 story parking lot. They just haven't decided to do it. And it's a major turn off.
They will build a 3-4-story parking lot by pre-MH.
Right where the parking lot is now.
I mean,
Right where the parking lot is now. It ain't like it's a small area. They have a huge parking lot at PMH.
The hospital is already too small, so why spend that money on the parking?
That's the point, Sean.
So you need to relocate the hospital.
No, but you need another hospital. Not to
yeah,
relocate
because they
it.
didn't relocate. They just made another one.
You need another one. Show me growing.
So what I'm saying is, when I say relocate, that's where they
Take some
have
of the load. Take some of the load off it.
Yeah.
Take some of the load of the present hospital.
Yeah, that's what
No,
they're doing.
I think the present hospital needs to be imploded.
No, what they're doing. They're taking some load off it. They ain't
Show me
They
growing.
ain't building a quote unquote new hospital. They're taking some services out of that one and putting in a new one.
It's time. Listen to me. We're at the point. It's time.
But I'm saying I think we need a new hospital. Period.
But then let's go back to what Tito was saying about these. Do you want now downtown Bahamas, downtown Nassau to become Manhattan? Do you want that, Sean? I ain't sure you want that.
Can I hold it? As
Yes,
an
of course
engineer,
you
can I hold it?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
Because you know,
Engineering, we can do anything. If you want,
Okay.
it can cost you, but you can do anything.
I think it coming past. We can't duck it.
Do you want to walk downtown as a shadow? You just walking. You walking in the shadow.
Pastor,
You-
if
it's-
we in the buildings when it come to tourists. They come in. You think Dubai?
I'm almost 50. I ain't ready for that change.
You want to know, choice, Pastor? You see how Dubai build up?
Because they ain't gonna be the Bahamas no more.
But Dubai can't hold a
I
lot
can
of
be a
tourists
new
coming
Bahamas.
in.
I don't think it'll be
without
worth
the
it.
spaces, you need the spaces.
This
We-
private property, you know.
Yeah, Sean, but
No,
they,
I mean,
they got
no,
they got to turn the corner as well.
Even again, just again, do we want that kind of look
We
in
need
the
it.
Bahamas? I know I
We
want
need
that
it. We need the pastor.
Viewers says that would rob the Bahamas of some of its indelible charm.
Yes.
Story buildings, spoiled landscape. Tourists travel to places like the Bahamas to escape the field.
Exactly.
Natural beauty.
We
And
need to
that's the point I'm making. Like, I know if I want
need
that.
to
I
keep
don't know
an
how to
island.
change that.
Put it in. Look
We-
at it.
The revitalization of Bay Street
It come in.
should include something inclusive that is
You know, they have
tropical,
the
full of
cultural-
it,
the
culture
cultural
that,
look.
that supports culture.
The ambience.
Tourism.
But add
Yes.
the culture to it.
I
don't know.
12-story building.
Listen, ask Dubai. They'll figure it out.
No, that ain't cultural.
Use some LEDs and put the jungle on the screen.
I already have a issue that Bay Street is full of cologne and jewelry stores. None of them are digital style culture.
Not everywhere.
It's
It's the people.
Yeah, but what
They
I'm saying
everywhere.
is,
See, now you talking what it's on with the cruise spot. Now you talking what I talking, man.
They everywhere.
You coming to me.
but see, Bay Street is,
creative concepts.
but see, that's on the ownership, which is privately owned.
No, but
the
I'm
port
saying
is
your-
on
your-
the government,
your
so we have
trend
to
of
create
thought-
something.
Your trend of thought is where my trend of thought is. Just do something that you be like, but I ain't never seen this nowhere in my life.
The problem is,
I've
Pastor,
never seen
they ain't making the
anything
money
like
on the
this.
culture. They making on them jewelry and them cologne. Or they'd been in there. They'd have been jungle and shaking up in there if that was bringing in the money like the jungle, like the cologne and the jewelry.
You see how many people is at the Gumbe?
You see, Vera's point? Dubai is soulless. Don't have no soul.
Boy, beautiful though. And I won't go there. I won't ride the doom buggy and in the sun and jump on the.
I guess
Whatever they got getting on
But
the
see,
sun.
that is their culture.
Is it? It is
Yeah.
their culture.
That driving on Dome Boogie, going in the sun,
I know that's their culture.
yes, yeah, man.
yes, that's a part of their culture. That's high end.
But I know reason I can go to Dubai and see the buildings.
That's a part of their culture. The
And
high
they
end, the high rises.
Showing me the same age. That's not a part of their culture.
The high
are the
rises.
same age
The
when it
high
comes to
rises
independence.
identifies with their luxurious lifestyles.
Wow, Dwayne saying, I don't know if it was Dwayne or Donnie, we got 15 other islands for all the charm and quaintness in the world.
Thank you.
On the province, we have to go up and multi-level parking lots.
We need it.
Where?
If they want to see island and they want to see crab and donkey,
You won't Bay Street.
go undress.
Not Bay Street.
That's a city.
You won't put a Bay Street.
No, not Bay Street.
I know.
No.
I know.
Bay-
Yeah.
Bay Street is a city now. What you're talking about? Ain't no solid city around there.
It always been a city, but I
Yeah,
just
and that's the
don't know.
problem. It don't need to be a city. It needs to have a level of.
No, they need to be a city, John.
No, when I say it could be the city, but still be a good representation of what a tropical
Let's make it
island is supposed to
Junkanoo.
be.
Let's make it Junkanoo. Build it so it look like Junkanoo.
But you can't tell the people what to do.
That's
Their
my
property.
job. That's part of them job. They say engineer. Y'all make the building look like Junkanoo. Y'all say y'all want something different. When y'all build it like a costume. Like how they build a guitar inside Florida. Build it like Junkanoo.
Now,
So when the people land, it look like Junkanoo.
Let me say this. I believe it's inevitable, you know. I think it's going to happen. We can be alive because we ain't dying young. We can be alive and we're going to see the shift happening. I mean, because we haven't, bit by bit, there are more applications coming in for 6-story, 7-story, 9-story, 11-story. They're coming in, they trickling in more and more. And I think as time goes on, we can see more of them. Now, ain't none of them come in yet for, I haven't seen anything that came in for the downtown area yet.
Yeah, 3-story down.
Yeah, 3-story is okay.
Right next to that building.
Yeah, 3-story.
But I can put on Shirley.
Even
I can put on 6-story in Shirley. I'd be the highest thing on Shirley. That'd be Trump Tower. I put one 6-story on Shirley. They say, what this boy ain't going? But I told him with sexy glass and everything.
oh man,
I would look like top of Centerville.
sand is natural. That's what people say. Dwayne said Dubai has reformed and shaped their culture. Check Dubai 1980 and see what the culture was.
I saw it. That's what you're telling Sean. I
But
saw it.
do we want to do that though?
Yes, we want to do it.
The islands you got to fly in and fly out to. Well, I mean, something you could just fly directly to. You ain't got to come to Nassau. They getting it together. All this talk about bigger parking lots and another Junkanoo museum sounds great, but the problem will always be there is not enough space on New Providence. Well, Damien, that's from Damien Longley. Damien, I think that's what Tito's suggesting about going up.
Go up.
I know there have been a lot of things that has flown in through the system. I mean, there was if you all can remember, Conville Brown just 2 years ago was in all the papers. He wanted to put a 15-story building on Collins Avenue.
Didn't he put it there? Where that is on top of the hill?
No, that's 15 stories. I don't know where 15 stories.
I'm 15, boy. She look like 15, boy.
But
She beautiful too, boy.
Because on top of the hill.
But she beautiful.
He is more down in the valley, and he wanted to put a 15-story
Man, let the man put it there, man.
In the dock?
Yeah.
Let him put it there.
I think they're about 3 or 4 stories now.
Yeah, but 4 stories.
Yeah,
They
man.
ain't even the one.
Why?
What you would? Okay, you put a 3, 4. So that's somebody supposed to be parking, do it?
Supposed to be in the first 6, 7 floors of parking.
Well, the first 6, the first 3 floors right now is office spaces. So
No, it's gonna be another building. Not that building. He's gonna build a building next to that.
Oh no.
15 stories.
Why? No.
And then I mean, this is. I'm not saying something. This is in the papers. The building that's there now, he want to take that up 10 stories, and then build one next to that, 15 stories.
Why not?
I don't know. What you think, Sean?
I ain't got nothing to think. That's he building. That's he money.
I mean, bizarre country. How you feel about it? What you think on?
Well, it depends on the what the board name.
I know.
You don't know the board. If the board, what the board say, what I say.
No, but I don't know about them, but I know some of the boards them they like to hear what the locals say.
Question. How the building look on the corners? Collins Avenue and Rosetta. Across from Island Lock.
That's it there now.
That's the building right there.
Yeah.
That he wanted to go 10 stories on that.
Yeah, man.
For what? What was the
You
plan
need
to
it.
put there?
Ain't no
And
parking.
then-
Ain't no parking around there.
Offices and things of that nature.
Ain't no parking around there.
No, that wasn't the next building gonna be next to that. The 15-story building's gonna be next to that.
Yeah. Listen. If we don't start growing around here, we dying, man. We doing the same thing.
How is this private business helping us to grow?
Sean, it's reshaping, reforming people who want to have high office.
Big vision.
Yeah, man. We doing. Oh man.
I think those big buildings need to be where the big buildings are.
Where the big buildings is,
Well,
Sean?
okay,
We gotta start someplace.
No, I mean there's a fight for that too. Persons complaining about them the big ones on Kill Beach.
Yeah.
And
we can always
my
have
problem with them,
complainers,
they ain't got no parking either. The
we can
people-
always have complainers no matter what
no,
we
my
do.
problem with them billionaires though, my people who in charge need to make sure these people build parking
Yo,
lots.
My tropical
y'all-
island
y'all-
need to remain an island.
Give me 2 seconds. So anyway, yeah. So it's a lot of. It's.
But I have no problem with it being there because that's
What you say? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Huh?
Mike's just office now, by the way.
I just say it, you know.
Yeah.
I just say it, man. I can't even say it.
My point is,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like these big buildings. I don't mind no building being
I
big.
say you don't have a problem. Your problem. You want to keep the
No,
local
but remember now,
ambience and-
that's still
No, it's
along.
not, 'cause-
That's hold on. That still coincides.
Leave alone.
Yeah, that
Question,
still coincides
Because
with
you
that
mess up.
district.
You can say what
With
you want
that
to say.
Building down Cable Beach. Do they have parking lots?
Which one?
But allowing the cars to park in the medium now, in between both roads.
That's a major problem right now.
But this is my problem. How are these buildings being built? I don't mind the high rise, but you gotta accommodate the parking though.
Now the parking that's there is most construction. That's construction parking.
No, I talking about for the building itself.
No, the parking that's there is construction. All the parking in the median,
Yeah.
that's construction workers working in the building next door.
They could arrange something about how much to park them and bust the construction workers in. Because if when I used to park there, trying to park there to go on the beach, they won't give me a ticket. But it's okay for them to build a building and park in the middle of the world. And now the beach don't have no parking because the workers who work at the hotel is parking on Government's Bay. And when I want to go jog the sign, I can't park because the workers parking in the parking lot and walking downward
Talk,
to
sir.
the hotel.
Talk, sir.
I don't understand what's going on.
Because residents are complaining. I think more people need to lend their voice to it.
Because to me, I can't even run the beach for the workers and the people who are working on the building.
That's correct.
I think that's absolute nonsense.
It's a travesty. It's a travesty. Because now the road blocked up. People parking all on the median, all in the middle of the road. And it seems to be okay.
Did you see it on holiday?
It seems to be okay.
Well, when they pass, you know now you could actually park on the grass at Government's Bay.
Apparently,
So what people did was
apparently you can now. Yeah,
because they had to lock off.
Once time you couldn't.
So what they did was someone knocked down the pole, they take the field. They said that was a good idea.
It's amazing.
So now people jogging and they almost getting knocked down because guys, I'm coming
Guys
across.
are coming out. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw it.
You driving on the grass?
But how you say? What you want them to do?
The construction workers taking up all the parking spaces.
Or you mean because of the development?
So the people knock down the pole in the night, and now you could park. When you coming down on West Bay Street, you make a quick turn before the parking lot. You hit that little gold car truck they got going around there.
What they need to do is just find another parking for their workers and bust their workers in.
Okay. I agree.
You can't be taking what belongs to the public for your private advancement.
They still letting you run on the beach? I ain't been on there in a while. I know.
ain't been in a
The
minute.
more hotel go there, they
But
start.
I used to see cars
they start
parked
putting roping.
alongside
They
the
start putting
road.
roping inside the sign that say private property. So now you got to swim out.
You swim.
You got to swim out 30 feet, go around the bow, and then come back in.
Come back and jog.
And bring all your cooler. When you swim out there, make sure you put the cooler in the water. So when you come up on the beach.
But you know what it is though. We allow it. Persons who frequent that beach should be the ones to stand and say, hey.
So you ready to be a Lincoln man?
Petition. You don't got to be a Lincoln man for that. That's your right.
So
this is a public beach.
Let's and I'm not.
And so the parking should be for the public that attends the beach.
I'm not in politics. I'm in the church. None of us are in politics. Let me put you all two in politics right now. You got two major developments that's going to create about 500 jobs to the crime-ridden, social deprivation, all things happening in the country. 500 jobs. You probably, let's say you can get each of those two. There's two developments now. Yes, it's two. Is the one that you stayed in sometime and the one going next door now. That Houston and next door. And so let's say they add to the public coffers another $300 million a year, in addition to those 500 jobs. What you can do? You can say no, these developments can't happen because I need my beach for people to use the beach and parking.
No.
Or do you say, boy, this can be a temporary inconvenience while they're doing construction, and once they finish construction, boy, they can have the beach back. What you can do as a politician?
No, you
I have a
need.
politics again, Delta. Delta, you still there? All right.
You see that property on the East West Highway, right before you reach the chicken or the rooster or the shell.
Yeah.
You see that property. If you come on the highway, you clear all that down, and you allow.
Who one that is?
It's the government one. You
Which one?
As you heading west on the Tonic William Down Highway before you reach the chicken or the rooster, the shell. On the right, all that property that's
I know you is.
you know that roundabout before you reach the airport road on Tonic William Down Highway, that intersection.
By Miley Butler.
Yeah, that's Tonic William Down Highway.
You mean the Miley Butler highway? Right
You know before Red Cross.
Right before the red.
Oh,
cross.
okay, you mean Thompson Boulevard, JFK?
Right, the intersect.
Why you say JFK then? You have me lost.
Because I still on Tonic William Down Highway.
And JFK.
Right.
Okay, that one right there. Okay, yeah.
To the east of that, the right side.
That's government land.
Right. If you want to help because of what it's going to do for the economy, you allow them to clear that down, put parking there for their workers, which is only a 2-minute ride by bus, and you bus your workers in, and you leave.
But you got Bahama parking lot right there.
You can't use Bahama parking lot.
But you cut the deal.
No,
No,
I use my
no,
competition.
no,
I want
no,
you.
use my competition.
I want you. I ain't getting no parking.
No,
I ain't empowering you. Use my competition.
No, but that's the government that cut the deal.
No, government. Get
government
from
can't got that deal. Government don't own Bahama.
Get from me.
Well, that's your job. See, listen to me. When you're in government,
They- and-
you don't just get just to say bring the hotel. You all do whatever.
All
you
right.
got to find a way
Watch
to make
this.
the business happen.
Let me get low. So the management of Joy called you so they don't park inside this yard. Joy 119. Yeah.
But they ain't close. Why you use them? Use someone else.
They should street. They right in the corner.
No, use the people next door.
you can let Joy park in his yard.
No, use Joy. Use the people next door.
And Joy is our friends. They are our friends, but we ain't letting them park here.
No, you don't let them back. Yeah.
No, you
find
can't.
find another deal. Find another deal.
I mean, Sean makes a very valid point.
2 minutes away, bro. You go around that roundabout up there, and boom, your wake is there.
I
the only
mean,
problem.
and my thing is that the travesty is that this is a big travesty. This is happening in front of the Prime Minister's office. That's why I don't say much. I don't know if you all say this yet.
I didn't realize that.
This is happening in front of
I know it's happening in front of the Prime Minister's office.
This is happening in front of the office of the Prime Minister. Like, this is blatant disrespect and disregard for our country.
Yeah, the
And they put it right in front of the Prime Minister's office.
Yeah.
To me, it's like,
I can't drive to the more.
it's like y'all don't respect us, you know. Y'all doing this right in front of our boss.
It's quite obviously the boss blind.
And well, I wouldn't say that.
No, I ain't calling the boss blind. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what all the details are, but I feel as though I do know that I asked a question about the employments and the money and the jobs that are coming in, and we need to you got to give some concessions. People spend all their money. Let's be honest now. Some people get mad. Oh, they come build and they get all these concessions. When you spend the kind of money you spending, you can get some concessions. Everybody can get concessions. To your barbers, if a client is paying you $200 a cut, they can get concessions.
Oh yeah, I never close for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I think we be unreal sometimes as Bahamian. Oh, once they come from other country and they doing a big hotel, they just get all kind of concessions. Yes, I think they should.
Let them park in the road.
Like, I ain't want them park in the road.
but you can't. It's a difference if you're taking up a few parking spaces at a public place.
Right.
But if you're taking up all the parking
and you in the road.
No, that's a blatant disregard.
I don't know what the fix is on that. The government have any parking over there in the little parking lot?
That be parking over there. Ain't parking over there. That's finance. That's office of Prime Minister.
Yeah, and people who go to work every day.
That's a lot to get on that building.
You mean they pass through?
No man, they
working, man.
Not in there. In there tight.
They working in?
Yeah, they tight in there.
A couple of people in there working, man. 1 4 for you.
No,
What people in the whole office?
they're tight. But here's the thing. God forbid, and I cancel in Jesus' name. Somebody get knocked down right there, get into their car from the job site. Who liable?
The job? You going to work?
A good lawyer saying, this car parking in the median, whatever the case is, who that ain't the government kind of liable to? How you let these cars park here?
You might say it better. What if someone run off the road and hit one of them cars in the middle of the median?
That's what I mean. All that. That's not about all that. So who liable?
The people who park there and who employ them to park there.
A good lawyer said, no, government. How you let these cars park in the middle?
And then they go to government and go to work. They go to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Sometimes we play blind to something until it is challenged.
Yeah.
And I think and we as a people, we are so relaxed. And sometimes it could also be that they ain't really paying attention. They thinking that these persons come to the beach not knowing that ain't nobody on the beach with all these cars here.
Sean, they know they getting to work.
Because you got to walk from there to the job.
So
we need to. Yeah, I think
you got to drive by to see it. You got to drive by.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
seen
because Sean don't jog on Government's Bay. You used to go jogging on Government's Bay.
I used to go there, I used to go there.
Yeah.
I used to go there, and I haven't been there for a while.
If you don't get now, but when school opening and calm down, you go next week on your day off. Go drive there like around about. You go around 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. I can't tomorrow. I get off 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Parking always full.
How you get off tomorrow?
No. That don't change.
This back to school, Sean. You got to work.
I work all day today. I work in half day tomorrow. I might my weekend.
Sean, how you get on half day on Wednesday?
That's what I used to do.
Sean.
I be on a half day.
Now I know it's you. It's you.
What are you talking about?
How you get half day on Wednesday?
How long I been working on? I used to be off on Wednesday.
So how you get half day on Wednesday?
Because when I started, because I used to do half day on Monday.
You ain't committed.
Sean, stop it.
You ain't committed.
I used to do half day on Wednesday, but I have a reason for that. Because
Okay.
I used to go to teach football in the school. How you get half day on Wednesday?
Because that's my half day.
Sean, you following me?
No.
You get catch,
Denczil,
Sean.
how long I be on half day Wednesdays?
You be for a little while.
What you call a little while?
Long.
What you call long?
Let me tell you now. Wednesdays. Let me tell you what happened.
So,
Let me tell you what happened.
What you call long?
Let me tell you what
we
happened.
started the show with a very happy friendship between Kenyatta and Sean.
No. The
Kenyatta
public
and
need to
Tito,
hear this.
and it's
No, the
getting
public-
south.
no.
I don't like where this is getting.
No. Pastor, how long he been on half day on Wednesday?
I don't have a timeline.
A while.
I don't
From
have a timeline.
early last year.
Sean, I been on half day on Wednesday now for going on 3 years.
That's your business.
How
Let me
you
tell
get
you
half
how-
day?
let me tell you how I get
So
half
I
day.
know. See, the public. I can let the public
You wanna know?
How you get off on Monday?
You want to know?
How you get off
Do
on
you
Monday?
want to know?
I know why I was off on Monday.
Do you want to know?
Sean used to be off on Wednesday.
Oh Lord!
I always try to run from Sean. That's why
You
I
know
take
what?
Tuesday
Let's
off.
end the show. Let's end the show.
Tito, you saying Sean is following you?
Yes. I can throw him down the bus because I marry Lisa first. Now y'all can cut the show. now I know.
Hold on now. So you marry Lisa, he gonna marry Lisa.
Yeah, I take Monday
You get
off.
married on Labor Day.
He get married.
He get married on Labor Day weekend.
I take Monday
You
off.
take Monday off. He take Monday off.
I take Wednesday. I say, no, I got switch. Next thing, the fella take a Wednesday off. I say, you know what?
You go to Panama, he go on to Arizona.
Well, I ain't know about that bad. We go on to at the same time.
You big, I slim.
I have no choice, though. That's beyond my control. Now you know if I fall in the roof, I guess him.
This thing is getting.
Oh,
Jonathan,
my God.
please, in Jesus' name, end this show. We go on. This is good. The crew say petty. This is for the fact. This is another guy. This beyond petty, bro. This beyond petty. I don't know what happened just now, but hey.
I you know what?
Sean,
Whatever.
you can't have a half day on Wednesday. That's personal. Why half day on Wednesday is personal to me. You know why I take a half day on Wednesday, do?
Jonathan, play the music, man.
I forget longer than that. I can tell you when I come over here why I skin doing half day on Wednesday. How you get half day on Wednesday?
Because I am slowly retiring.
That's why I take. You know why I take half day on Wednesday? That's when I scared daddy to dialysis. I saw on Tuesday, Monday, half day on
I used to
Wednesday.
be off on Wednesdays, but I realized being off on Wednesday, working out on the weekend and go back to work on Monday was killing me. So I decided to take the Monday off to have 2 days off. And then just work half day on Wednesday because I
Sure, you know you're doing the same thing I'm doing, right? That's why I have to retire.
I sold about 3 days.
Sure, Sean, you saying the same thing I've been saying.
Oh boy, he said.
I've been saying that so long. You know how long I didn't tell them. I ask my customers. I tell them only working on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They coming.
I ain't doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I do Tuesday. Thursday,
No, I cut no
Friday.
Tuesday too. I was already off 3
I
days.
can
You
record
know.
this conversation because if I see you two are doing this on Saturday,
I
I can know somebody, copy somebody.
Sundays,
And so, hey everybody, God bless you. I got to resolve some of these barbers. I'm getting them out together. They're not the tension going on. Give me the rest of the evening. I got to sort them out, and I'll have everything straight by next week Tuesday. God bless you. We going.
Grandma say,